Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, so good. So we'll see if Jackie can hop back on. But I think that's key, like to know that the reason that it doesn't need to be refrigerated, and there's probably other reasons out there, but the ones that I know so far are just that it's the way it's processed, the way it's dehydrated, right? And then, the fact that it can handle the room temperature or the temperature outside of a refrigerator means that it will pass through our stomach and into our intestines.
Right. I just
was there a certain ingredient of like?
No, I just I was remembering it saying, because everybody thinks that theirs are better because they're in the fridge for some reason. And when I believe she is a doctor, when she explained it, why she thought ProBio 5 was so incredible, it was the first time someone had said, okay, because I've heard it, like, oh, mine are refrigerated. It was like, no.
Nope.
So that's a great reason. Turn off TV. So that was a great, I was like, oh, I like it. But yeah, it was about the heat and the stomach acids and able to make it into your stomach. So
yeah.
And obviously the digestive enzymes, but that was a big one that more people understand. So they'd be like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Right. Not everyone really understands digestive enzymes because they don't talk about that all the time, but they understand hot and cold.
Right. Yeah. And then too, when you look at articles that suggest probiotics, they actually, a lot of them I've noticed are starting to suggest getting ones that don't need to be refrigerated.
Yeah.
So, and that's why, because that's a better, if they don't need to be refrigerated, it means they're a better quality. And then the other thing that oh my gosh, it's slipping my mind now. About that whole idea. Shoot. The fact that people are like, oh, CFUs, there's only, 2 billion CFUs per capsule. And the reason they don't need as many is because of the digestive enzymes. Because it's making it to your intestines. So the other ones have like 40 billion CFUs because so many are getting killed before they're even reaching your intestines.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And I also say too, like the serving size one's capsule, but I take 2 or 3. So really, when I'm taking it, I'm getting 4 billion or 6 billion. So it also depends on what your body needs. Not everybody's body needs 40 billion.
So when you talk about Mega X to somebody and they want to replace something that they're taking, like the fish oils, obviously that's the easy one. But like, what is something else you would be like, oh, well, our Mega X would be great for you? Like, who do you look at for that?
Yeah, like Alyssa said, psoriasis. When she looked up psoriasis, you needed a good probiotic and a good omega. And so her husband and her father-in-law have benefited from adding the omega into their diet. So they were taking the Probio 5 and the omega for psoriasis. And then also cholesterol. When my dad was starting to research cholesterol, ways to reduce his cholesterol, omegas was suggested. And a certain amount of omegas was suggested. Now, I don't know exactly how much that was, but, that's key, too.
Does he still take it?
What was that?
Does he take it still?
Yep. He is actually doing the ProBio Slim, and he takes the omega.
And good result. Did he have a problem?
No. He wanted to get off his cholesterol medication because they just kept on increasing it. At any time, it was like a different range. And that's when it settled in his hip, and he actually had to get his hip replaced. And that was like right when I started Plexus. And before Plexus, he was taking it, and he was doing his windows on the back of his house, and he fell, and he went to grab it, and his shoulder ripped, and his, what's it called? Your rotator cuff. It ripped in 5 different places. They said that was the worst rip they've ever seen. And and this doctor, like, wouldn't say it outright, but basically the conversation was like dodging the fact that, NSAID, is it NSAID? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. But the cholesterol medication weakens the joints and muscles around it weakens the muscles around your joints. And so that's why his injury around his rotator cuff was so bad is because his muscles were weakened around that joint. And then also with his hip, that's a side effect of a cholesterol medication. The cholesterol medication is settling in your joints. And so it settled in there, and he could not even step up on the stool. He couldn't step up the steps in my front yard. I mean, it hurt him so bad. And then it ended up chipping his cartilage because of the way he couldn't even, and he had to get his hip replaced. And so the doctor they basically were dodging the fact that it was the cholesterol medication.
My dad hates his cholesterol medicine, and like he's so up and down, like he'll get off of it, then he'll end up going back on it. He got plantar fasciitis from it, where he hated to go for walks. He was just in a lot of pain from it, so he was back and forth. He's tried some of my mom's kooky drugs, and but I got him on the Slim for a while, and then you know what happened.
Yeah. Right.
So, but I'm going to talk to him again because I think that I want him off of that medicine. I know it hurts him. I know it doesn't help him.
The side effects are just.
So is your dad totally off of it?
Yes.
Yep. And his numbers are down. Okay.
Mm-hmm. They're in normal range.
Okay, I just gotta shove it down my dad's throat, I guess, for him every day. I don't know.
Yeah, and my parents, they started so they've been on it for 3 years. I mean, they've been on. Yeah, it's been a long time for them. It's kind of incredible.
Jude's eczema just flared up for the first time.
Oh no!
I put the cream on it, and I just wonder because now he's taking the X Factor with the probiotic in it. And before he was taking our probiotic.
I'm going to keep Caroline. So I'm going to tell you this. Like, I'm going to keep Caroline on the Probio 5.
Are you?
Yeah,
okay.
for her eczema. Because it's only 3 strands and it's not killing the bad bacteria. And I believe the eczema is got to be from the overgrowth of the yeast and candida. And that multivitamin is awesome. It's got the Probio 5, but you need that digestive enzymes. I think that's the key.
Yep, his gut has been off. He was in the bathroom 4 times on Saturday.
Did he poop every time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that means he's constipated.
I'm like, did you have diarrhea? And he's like, no. I'm like, really? So, yeah, he's got something else and I'm thinking the eczema flared up and his belly's off, and okay, so he can take both?
Yeah, I would think, yeah. Because he's just getting extra probiotics from the kids X Factor.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, because hers is pretty extreme, and like she's so, yeah, it's like she just, yeah. Hers
I take it with allergies. I have really bad eczema, and Jude's my allergy bug.
Yeah.
And I saw a huge difference with his allergies with the Probio 5. Huge difference. So I should have known. I just was like thinking, okay, he's still taking a probiotic. Maybe it's just really bad, dry or whatever, but it's in his armpits. Never had it there before.
Yeah. No. It's his gut. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think that was awesome. Thank you. It's just nice. Like, I know we can look everything up and I know we can read it, but I also like hearing somebody else explain it. It's just another way that I learn. And
I agree.
Hearing you kind of talk how you explain it, because you might say it in a different way that I would, and I'm like, oh, I like that better.
Yeah. And I think it's important, like, for us to have key factors and think about it in a way of, that's the way we should talk about it with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really does help.
It does. And there's so many awesome products that's kind of sometimes you're like, where do I start?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what do I want to get? I think that's the hardest part sometimes, that I'm like, ooh, okay. all of it. But you got to be like, okay, so where would you start? So like when I look at my dad, I would love him to be on Slim every day like he was. But, you know, if I could get him taking one thing, I would go to the Mega X.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the Slim will put your cholesterol in, you know, normal range. But I believe that's because you're changing your eating habits, where the Omega and the Probio 5 are helping with your gut health and getting to the root cause a little bit more than just the Slim, even though the Slim would be an incredible product for that. And I do believe that it does work on your lipids, which is the fats in your blood.
Oh yeah.
So, which is why, and it like, and the Probio 5 helps with inflammation throughout your body. And really, when it comes to having, yes, you could have high cholesterol, but if your inflammation is low in your body, that high cholesterol doesn't matter. Does that make sense? Because the inflammation in our body is making our veins tight and close up, and that's when the cholesterol gets stuck. And if your lipids are low and your inflammation is less, you have more things to pass through. So that's why a lot of times they're like, go back and forth on eggs, if you should be eating eggs, if you should be eating bacon, and those good fats are good because they level your body out. And yeah. So there's a whole lot of things to think about, but you're right. Like probably the main things would be the Probio 5 and the Omega, if you could get them on those.
Everybody needs to take Probio 5.
Yeah, I think so. Everybody, the whole world. But then there's like Kate's husband, John, who he was on the triplex. He was on the Slim, Probio 5, and BioCleanse, and his cholesterol numbers decreased dramatically. And it's like, is it because they're all together? What if he was just on the Slim, would that have happened? Or is it because he was on the Slim, Probio 5, and BioCleanse together? Because the Slim's working on your lipids, the Probio 5 is working on your gut health, the BioCleanse is working on your colon, you know, and getting toxins out of your body efficiently.
Hey, guess what I ordered today?
What?
I ordered the old Slim.
You know what? Did you click on a picture of the old Slim?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Put it in there.
Because that happened to Kristen Butler too. Like I helped her place her order. So I actually placed her order. And then when she got it, she said it was the old Slim. And I'm like, what?
Have you noticed
purposely?
I did it purposely.
Okay.
I just want to see. I want to see.
So there's an option then to order the old?
Mm-hmm. It's all the way at the bottom.
So wild. Maybe that's what I did, and I just didn't think about it when I clicked on it.
Yeah, because I was like, Jackie, I'm going to order the old one. I just want to see. I loved it so much. I really loved it. And I'm like, it's still available, so why wouldn't I just use that until I can't use it anymore if I loved it so much? So
and
I'm going to use it.
Remember when Eric was over, we were over last Monday, he said that the old one, his appetite was less on the old one. So I should tell Elizabeth that.
Yeah.
Because Kristen did get the old one.
I've noticed with the new Slim, like before when it came out, it tasted waterier and it mixed easy. Like it mixed, and the ones in my new bag that I just opened, even
the new formula.
Yeah. So brand new bag I opened of the new formula. I shook it up real hard, like over the sink. Like I was just talking and I shook it up and then like hard. Like the new one used to just swirl around and it was blended.
I've noticed that too. What is that?
And it's chunky like the old formula. It's like they mixed the old formula with the new formula because it tastes sweet. It tastes sweet like the old formula. And I'm like,
what's going on, right?
I was like, I'm crazy. Jay's like, no.
I noticed that in my, like this morning and yesterday morning, because I'm in a new bag too, that they're not mixing as well. That's so funny.
I know. I was like, I'm crazy. I might be crazy.
No.
But I have the X Factor Plus, and I wanted to start, like I started taking it and then I just got off my routine. It was like the last time I went out of town. I was like, oh crap. And then there was like some posts about people losing their hair, and I'm so sensitive about losing my hair.
Losing their hair.
Yeah, they're like, oh, but don't worry, it grows back. Like with the new X Factor Plus, there was like a whole bunch of comments of people losing their hair, and I'm like, ah!
No, I know. I wouldn't want that either. That's weird. I'm glad you said something because I have not heard that.
Yeah, I think it was like Jackie and I were talking about it. Yeah. I was like, huh. Well,
Yeah, because it's the main thing about X Factor is hair growth.
right. That's what Kate always said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like that. Oh, I even agree with like my
Baby
bald
hairs.
spots I had here. Like they all grew back after that first 2 years.
Do you notice any difference with the new formula versus the old formula?
Maybe there's one spot, but maybe I'm just getting old.
Right.
No, I don't think I've noticed. Not yet.
I can see people are sensitive to, and they're like brushing their hair and more hair falls out. I mean, I worked at Kiehl's. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many people are like, I lose so much hair. I was like, you lose like 300 strands a day, pumpkin. You're fine. All of us pull
like
hair out.
Everybody's hair does that for a certain reason.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's just. I'm like, take prenatal vitamins. If you're really that concerned. They're like, I need a shampoo. I'm like,
no.
Does it come inside out?
Yeah.
Inside out. I know. I love it. This ain't Rogaine. I don't know.
Right.
Anyways. But I want to get back on it again. I was just like, all of a sudden, I'm like, huh? What? No.
Yeah, right?
Just because I was just telling my hairdresser, I'm like, that's so thin.
Right? You don't want, yeah. No, I get that. You can order the old one.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Look at all this old stuff we're ordering. Did you ever get back on the Vital Biome?
No, I haven't tried it back on it yet.
I know. I feel like I should, too. One thing at a time. I want to, but.
Yeah. And the only reason is just because I'm nervous about. It really did throw off my routine. And I think the whole thing is that I was trying to space it out between the BioCleanse. So I had to take it in the morning. So I was taking it in the morning and not taking my BioCleanse. And then I'd forget to take my BioCleanse. And I was getting constipated. And that was causing anxiety because I wasn't going to the bathroom. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't think the Vital Biome is giving me anxiety. I think it's because I wasn't going to the bathroom as regularly. And that's giving me anxiety. And not that I was anxious over not going to the bathroom, because I wouldn't think it's not that I was thinking about it, but there's that gut brain axis where, you're backed up and you have this crap just sitting in your body, and that causes you to be anxious. And not that you're thinking about the crap in your body. No, it's just that's how it affects your brain. And then having those toxins just sitting in your body and whatnot. And then I went off and got regular again, and I was like totally fine. So if I did, I guess I could start taking it at night, but.
No, I felt the same way. I was in a good routine, and then I started taking it, and for some reason, whatever was happening in my life or whatever, I was having more anxiety for some reason. And so
yeah,
it just kind of freaked me out. And then I talked to you about it, but
because it was happening to Elizabeth too, and she couldn't tell if it was the timing of what was going on in her life. And now she's stuck with it, and I think she feels like it doesn't do that to her. Maybe it was just really what was happening at the time.
Right.
But you're right. Like it really, I think it's more that it threw off our routines, and then that was really having a bad effect on us. And my other question was like, are we having detox? Like, is that part of the detox process? Because there's more probiotics being added to our system. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, but like, totally
bouncing.
Yeah, what you said, like my routine, like I liked it. I was liking how I was feeling. Everything was great. And so you're just like, oh, you're the culprit. You're out.
Yeah, you're out. Like you're the one thing I changed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that answers that. I still think everybody with the ProBio 5 versus that, it's somebody that is kind of has established gut health, kind of in a way. I don't know. I mean, some people took it and instantly I've read that they feel great and anxiety, but like, I don't know their routine or if their health needed gut health begin with.
Right.
Where I think Probio 5 can really make a difference in your overall health.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Where you're saying like somebody just being on Vital Biome versus Probio 5. Yeah, choosing between the two. Yeah, I think it's hands down, if they want to be on a probiotic, they should be on Probio 5 before the Vital Biome. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Because they need to be killing that bad bacteria.
Definitely. Okay, so I'm leaving Tuesday morning.
Okay.
Tomorrow, I have the water and your money. Do you want to meet in the parking lot?